Take a few seconds.
Okay.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 2021 Economic Inclusion Conference brought to you by the Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship. My name is Dr. Erica Covington, and I bring greetings on behalf of the College of Business, Department of Management, and the Faculty Senate of Coppin State University. The organizer of this event, Dr. Ron Williams, has worked very hard to assemble a space where the College of Business is able to provide a host of information, knowledge, and experience to the students at Coppin, as well as our surrounding community. This event provides consultant experience in a virtual space to allow each viewer the opportunity to engage and learn from some of the best in the business. We have a great lineup of speakers this morning. Senator Chris Van Hollen and Ms. Lee Wellington, founding executive director of the Urban Manufacturing Alliance. But before we get started, I would like to welcome our Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Leonti Lewis. Good morning, Dr. Lewis.
Good morning, Dr. Covington. Good morning, everyone. As Erica said, I am Leonti Lewis. I have the honor of serving as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Coppin State University, my alma mater. It gives me great pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs and to welcome you to the 2021 Economic Inclusion Conference at Coppin. I want to express my appreciation to Dr. Williams, the entire leadership team within the College of Business, the faculty, staff, and students who recognize the need for such an event to bring small business owners, subject matter experts, and public officials to the table to share ideas and concepts on business processes and opportunities. The College of Business's newly approved Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship, led by Dr. Williams, will continue these efforts to make sure that the learnings and the opportunities here find root and grow. It is important for me to know that the College of Business's leadership recognizes the impact that the 2016 conference had on the community and strategically launched this virtual conference to continue to support this community, this university, small businesses that may be struggling with access to capital and credit, especially during this pandemic. The knowledge that will be shared here at this conference will enhance the efforts of all who participate and who aspire to become small business owners, and those who aspire to support those small businesses. This conference will provide subject matter connections and experience from which our students and conference participants will benefit as they step out to make a difference in the community and for themselves, who will then launch their own incubator businesses or support their own established businesses. I thank our partners. Dr. Covington named some of those who will be presenting today and those who presented yesterday, because their support is what will make this conference a success and will help others to glean the knowledge that they need to make sure that their efforts are successful. Coppin State University is poised to make a significant impact on the West Baltimore community, the city of Baltimore, and the state of Maryland, because this College of Business is making futuristic and progressive advances. There are effective, innovative, and accredited programs within this college. The new certificate programs that have been established, the new Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship, they will continue to serve. And for those of you who were on yesterday, you heard the charge. You were charged yesterday to stay hungry. Stay hungry so you can achieve the goal you have of being small business owners. I do hope that day 2 of this 2021 Economic Inclusion Conference at Coppin will provide the subject matter, the practical examples, and the motivation that you need to make a difference in your own way to expand entrepreneurship and financial growth in your community. I thank all who support this conference, this university, and our College of Business. I thank those who coordinated this amazing conference. I welcome you to Coppin State University. Have a good day, stay safe, and thank you.
Thank you, Provost Lewis, and welcome everybody who is joining us for day 2 of the Economic Inclusion Conference at Coppin 2021. We are grateful for your participation and your support, and we're looking forward to a wonderful morning of learning. Yesterday was absolutely awesome. Coppin State University was on center stage. The College of Business was on center stage. The great things that are happening in West Baltimore, the nation is beginning to learn about. And we were very pleased with the way things happened yesterday. So we're going to continue in that same vein and looking forward to day 2 of a learning experience. We don't necessarily refer to this as just a conference because we're doing some things differently. This is an experience, a learning experience, an opportunity to interact with others, to network, to meet people from the private sector, from the public sector, from academia, from the community. It's an opportunity to really build a learning community so that we can move the needle forward in terms of entrepreneurship and a brighter socioeconomic future for people that is absolutely inclusive. One of the things I really want you to notice about our approach is our approach to everything we do is absolutely transdisciplinary. We operate out of the College of Business. I'm specifically within the Department of Management and Marketing, but we do everything in a transdisciplinary way. For example, throughout the conference, you will see faculty from chemistry, from education, from nursing, from sociology, from criminal justice, from social work, from management, from accounting that are helping us move this forward. The world is hungry and thirsty for a very inclusive approach to acquiring and building knowledge. And we want you to understand that what we do in terms of entrepreneurship out of the Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship covers the entire spectrum. You heard that theme from our president, President Anthony Jenkins, yesterday. Today also, in the spirit of Fannie Jackson Coppin, I really want you to get to know the wonderful lady, the missionary, the woman of faith, the teacher, the educator, the former slave, who is the namesake of this particular institution because it says so much about the culture on our campus and the culture that we're building. It was 1879, and I mentioned this yesterday, when she was 49 years old, a former slave. The date is significant. 1879, at 2 years after the federal support for Reconstruction was pulled away, and those who had been freed from slavery were left to the mercy of those who did not want them to advance. Fannie Jackson Coppin stood up at a freedmen's fair in Philadelphia. A number of freed slaves had moved to the north. They vacated the south. In fact, it was 40,000 of them that moved first. And that started what became a migration of 6 million people, Black people from the South. She stood up as a woman in 1879 at that Freedmen's Fair, and she gave a speech, which was a plea for industrial opportunity. A plea for industrial opportunity for the people who had been excluded. When she gave that plea as an African American woman, freed slave, she said these words: "An open field and no favors is what we request. An open field and no favors is what is requested." Well, that set the trajectory for the next 100 years. Of course, we know about Jim Crow. We know about all the systemic problems that held those people back. But it set the pace for the next 100 years. What we're doing right now, just as they started the industrial age, what we're doing right now in this moment will set the pace for the next 100 years in what is a growing information age. We recognize that. So we do it with the same spirit, demanding the same thing, but we're saying it a different way. An open field and no favors is what is required, not what is requested. We will no longer ask permission to be great. I believe in something called permissionless innovation. It's from a book by Adam Thierer in 2016. We do not ask permission to be great. We just do it. We do not ask permission to innovate. We just do it. We do new things. We do it differently. We embrace the future. We create the future that we want. We don't ask anybody to give it to us. That's the spirit of this conference. That's the spirit of the Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship. That is the spirit of everything that we do. Today, you will hear from the private sector. You will hear from Lee Wellington, who is the founding executive director of the Urban Manufacturing Alliance. You'll hear from Andy Cook, the founder of the executive director of Made in Baltimore. Will Holman, who is the executive director of OpenWorks. Sandra Lamb, an African-American female who is the president and COO of Symforex. They are a manufacturer of ballistics apparel for law enforcement and the military right here in Baltimore. You'll hear from Scott Phillips, the Esquire, the director of the MBDA Advanced Manufacturing Center. And last, my friend Mubariz Razvi, who owns the Fiber Electronics LLC, which is a telecommunications manufacturing firm, parts manufacturing firm right here in Baltimore. And they are doing things in quantum computing. In fact, they are moving into that area. They are the only manufacturer of a particular part right here in Baltimore that is suitable for the speed that's necessary for quantum computing. And they are a friend of Coppin. So there's a lot that's happening. We believe, why manufacturing? Why advanced manufacturing? Because that is the lane of opportunity, and it will be wide for the next decade. We are too concentrated in industries that yield low revenue. We need to move up to industries that have much higher return. Advanced manufacturing is wide open. You heard it from Senator Ben Cardin yesterday. He referenced the president's Build Back Better plan, Rescue, Recover, and Rebuild. There are three parts to it. The American Rescue Plan, which was signed into law on March 11th. There's the second part, the American Jobs Plan, that was introduced on March 31st. The third part, American Families Plan, that is coming soon. There are specific opportunities for HBCUs in all of this policy and legislative actions that are being taken. Research and development investment at HBCUs and minority serving institutions is being carved out right now. Coppin State University, the College of Business, the Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship will be on the front line in front of that. We are going to set the pace in terms of taking advantage of these opportunities that are going to be set aside. I want to encourage you today to get the full experience, to make sure that you visit the town hall, make sure that you look at the activity stream. That's where you can participate. Put your comments in the activity stream. Give us recommendations. Give us suggestions. Let us know what you would like to see from us. Do not miss the closing address. I will be giving the closing address. I will be setting the stage and the agenda for where we're going from here. You don't want to miss that. Anybody who wants to join us, to partner with us, to support us, to take advantage of what we're bringing, connect with me. My email address is there, my contact information. Visit the community. You'll be able to see who is registered for the experience. The one thing I want to note, and I was watching, our registrations were going up even during the conference and even overnight. So the word is getting out. Our registrations are still going up, even on the second day. Make sure you look at the schedule, see the sessions that you would like to participate in. Read the backgrounds of the people who are speaking, the exhibitors. Make sure that you visit their spaces. They have videos that you can watch about their businesses and just learn about all of the sponsors. I want to thank PNC Bank once again. I want to thank also a graduate of Coppin who is an entrepreneur, Bruce Dunhams, who is the president of Innovative Advisory Firm, for sponsoring us. But it's going to be a great day, a full day. We're going to start off with greetings from Senator Chris Van Hollen. U.S. Senator from Maryland is going to bring his greetings, and then one of our very fine students, Ms. Latanya, is going to introduce our keynote speaker for the day, Lee Wellington. Let me just say, the Urban Manufacturing Alliance, full disclosure, I sit on their board. I've known them for a year. They are doing amazing things. They are a national organization. They are doing amazing things to help bring equity and inclusion to the manufacturing space. So please make sure that you listen up when she is giving her keynote address. But now we're going to hear from Senator Chris Van Hollen, U.S. Senator from Maryland. He is going to bring his greetings. Have a great day. You'll be hearing from me throughout the conference. Thank you very much.